Hey, I released a book. I released my first ever book. The flickering is bothering me a lot. I might bother to fix it in post-production anyhow. Today's video is about why I released my book, my first ever book, and what's special about it. Okay, let's get comfy. This flickering light is really bothering me, but anyhow, it's not a surprise for me to say that in this digital age, we consume most of the artwork on screens of computers, laptops, phones, and so on and so forth. It's all great, it's all fine and dandy, but in terms of longevity, well, it's a different kind of way of keeping records of your legacy, so to speak. And as you know, I'm passionate about cementing my legacy in all ways possible as an origami street artist. So since I'm a photographer by trade, and I spend all this money and time on the best of photo equipment, just shooting in much higher resolution than normally people would do, and using the equipment which normally people don't have access to, I thought, well, let's make the most of it and let's just present my work in a form of a book. Is it a book then? Well, it's more than an album. This form is just very accessible to enjoy and consume in a slow-paced environment, so that you can appreciate the time and effort I put into painting all these origami-inspired murals. And in case of solar flare, I have a hard copy of my work. And in case the internet goes down, it goes all black, I still have my artwork preserved in a printed hard copy form. So that's the main reason for it. Well, actually, the book was originally scheduled to be released in December 2021. To sum up the whole year and to be ready as a Christmas stocking filler. However, printer didn't do due diligence in quality check of the printout material and I had to recall it. So they reprinted the whole book, but it arrived here when I was already home in Poland for Christmas, hence the delay, but I think it was meant to be. Time for another coffee. I have lost the count. Anyhow, this is actually coffee book table. No, I speak no English. Coffee table book. Yeah, coffee table book, yeah. And I should have started with its title, Unfolded. Unfolded. For an origami guy, I paint paper, origami. I think it's self-explanatory. Notice it says over here, Volume 1. It's first of many to come in the future. This contains all the murals I painted in 2021. If you've been following my channel and my art, so you know these murals, but there's something special about this book I'm going to touch on in a second, so keep watching. Unfolded, it's actually 48 pages, 150 GSM thickness. It's a gloss to make the most of the photography. All photography in this book is by me. So it opens with introduction and the explanation behind this book is in essence what I'm doing here now with you. And this book, it's not stitched, it's bound. The quality is very obvious to the touch. Well, I'm the paper guy, texture guy, so I'm very attentive to it. That's why I needed to delay this release, because the printers actually fucked up. So the structure of this book is that on the left-hand side, you have full-blown finished pieces. And on the right-hand side, you have details and some other photos here. So I'm going to explain in a second why I've put these post-it notes for you here. All the murals are titled, and on the right-hand side, you have the place and the date I painted it, so it's in chronological order. So all these photos were taken on Sony a7R III, which is a really professional and kind of high-end photo camera. I shot them in RAW. So I think the size of the book A4 allows you to appreciate all the detail and all the sharpness as well of the lens. I shoot with G Master lenses. So as a photographer in my daily life, right, and a street artist, coffee enthusiast, it was really important for me to showcase not only my work, but the skill of my photography. And as you know, my murals are based on the reference photos of the origami models I fold and then I shoot in dramatic light. This book is a kind of a standalone piece, and the YouTube videos you've been watching that fill in the blanks, all the adventures I've had and how it happened. And the reason behind they're all covered with post-it note is that I actually have never released the reference photos for each and every single mural. So in the YouTube videos, you can see a snippet of making of the reference, maybe some shots of the reference, but actually the finished reference photo was never ever published online on anywhere. So this publication is special in a way if you are really that much into my work and want to compare my origami references and my finished mural, this book is for you. So I have printed only 50 copies of these. Once they're gone, they are gone forever. And also on the back cover, you have the space for the embossed seal of mine. So this is the first copy that's been ever embossed with Airborne mark authenticity seal. Ooh, nice. So when you buy it, you're going to have a numbered edition with a certificate of authenticity, as I always do with my artwork. And lastly, I would love to say a big thank you to my sister who designed the whole book. Thank you, Agata. So the launch of the book doesn't stop here. So I'm going to launch more photos. So check out my Instagram, but also I'll be releasing the standard packing order video on Reels, TikTok and YouTube Shorts. So yeah, look out for those. So hopefully you've enjoyed this weekly upload. You can get this book today, right now on my website. So follow the link below. And in a couple of days' time, I'm going to make a separate post on Instagram regarding the release of the book based on lifestyle photos. 5 of you who will share that to the stories and tag me up, I'm going to send you one of the copies. So yeah, I don't see why you are not following me on Instagram yet. Anyhow, my name is Airborne Mark. Check out plenty of other videos I have, whether it's spray painting, sharing my thoughts on graffiti and street art these days, or sharing my knowledge on equipment I use for street art photography, videography. On to the next one.